Hello friends, hope you are all fine. Today, we are going to discuss the contribution of a man who has immensely contributed to save our planet. And we will try to get inspiration from his life and from his work. With massive changes happening all around the world, from glaciers melting to climate change, it is imperative that future generations are made sensitive towards the environment. Climate change has been recognized as the foremost environmental problem of the 21st century and has become a subject of considerable discussion. It is predicted to lead to adverse, irreversible impacts on Earth and the ecosystem as a whole. Climate change may affect our health and well-being through the impacts of extreme events, worsening air quality, changes in the spread of infectious disease, threats to food and water, both in quality and quantity, and effects on our mental health. In the midst of such a challenging situation, we have one man, Jadav Payeng, who is working day in and day out from the past several decades to create a world where humanity and nature can coexist in harmony. While reading about this great man, Jadav Payeng, I was remembering the words of Leo Tolstoy, and that is, one of the first conditions of happiness is that the link between the man and nature shall not be broken. Most people go through life without even planting a single sapling in the soil. But this man, Jadav Payeng, grew an entire forest single-handedly on the banks of Brahmaputra river in Assam. And for this unheard of achievement, the former President of India, Mr. Pranab Mukherjee, honored Payeng with Padma Shri, the nation's fourth highest civilian award in 2015, and he is popularly known as the Forest Man of India. At the age of 16, Jadav Payeng saw hundreds of dead snakes that had died due to excessive heat after floods washed them into the treeless sandbar at Majuli Reserve, the world's largest river island located in the Brahmaputra river in India. Even at such a young age, he knew that someone had to do something about it, and he rolled up his sleeves to take up this challenging task and responsibility to plant life and transform this tough, barren land covered with sand into greenery. And he followed this dream, his vision, with unflinching dedication and complete commitment to achieve and accomplish something which seemed impossible at that time. This reminds me of the inspiring words of Swami Vivekananda, and that is, take up one idea. Make that one idea your life. Think of it. Dream of it. Live on that idea. Let the brain, muscles, nerves, every part of your body be full of that idea, and just leave all other ideas alone. This is the way to success. Now, over 40 years later, this land has got transformed into a very dense forest and houses many animals and birds. His forest covers 1,390 acres, approximately the size of 15 football stadiums. Jadav couldn't complete his formal education, but learned lots of skills to grow different kinds of plants in order to save his island, creating a forest and restoring wildlife in it. Who says one person can't make a difference? The inspiring story of forest man of India, Jadav Payeng, has reached the pages of United States school books. The students are studying about Padma Shri Jadav Payeng as a part of their ecology lesson. The primary reason is to inspire and encourage future generations of the country on how a single person can make such a huge positive impact on the world. To honor Payeng for his environmental activism and for planting one tree every day, this forest which he has grown is named Maulai after him. He has been the subject of award-winning documentaries, films, books, and now people travel across the globe to see the Maulai forest. Trees are the lifeline of the forest. They don't just give us shade and oxygen. They feed birds and animals and balance our ecosystem. If there is no life, then what is the use of the advancement we have made? The forests of the planets are the natural filters that combat and diminish the ill effects of pollution. These kingdoms of greenery maintain the balance of fragile ecosystem and prevent extreme climatic changes. Unfortunately, in this age of globalization, we are so busy chasing material goals that we have forgotten about the most valuable resources that are crucial for our sustenance. Forests are cleared to make way for industrialization, which further releases harmful toxin into the atmosphere. Jadav Payeng's jungle is the living example of the supremacy of human will. Very few people like him have trodden on the lonely path and is still following with an unswerving determination. The Maulai forest is an inspiring example of how every individual's effort can make a huge difference when it comes to preserving our environment. It is time to follow the footsteps of Jadav Payeng, to donate our sweat for the well-being of the present and future generations, planting at least one plant a year and tending to it on a regular basis is the bare minimum that we should do for the planet that has given us so much. It is essential for all of us to realize that every little deed matters, like planting trees, keeping our surrounding clean, controlling pollution by walking or using a cycle wherever possible, and protecting the resources as much as possible. It is essential to develop compassion and respect for all forms of life. No matter how small a step we are taking to lead a greener lifestyle, it does make a difference, because if everyone starts doing little deeds one by one, it will turn into something very big. As the saying goes, every drop makes an ocean. It is true in this case as well. Thank you.